You don't have to be a master seamstress to make this simple canvas tote. Once you have the technique down, you'll be able to make it in a ton of different patterns for yourself and anyone else who wants one. To make your canvas tote bag, you'll need one piece of liner fabric that measures 32 inches by 18 inches. You'll also need a piece of fabric for the outside of your bag that measures 36 inches by 18 inches. And last, you'll need 2 pieces of cotton strapping that measure about 30 to 31 inches long. You're also gonna need an iron, an ironing board, and of course, your sewing machine. To start, we're gonna take our lining fabric and fold it in half. Then use your iron to go ahead and press a nice crease. And you want to fold it in half so that the wrong side is on the outside. Now we're going to take the outer fabric and fold that in half with the right side on the outside. And if you want to know how I made this denim star print, just head over to the Damask Love Instagram page. I have a highlight video there to show you how it's done. Once that's folded in half, we're going to do the same thing. Press the crease. Now that we have our liner fabric and our outer fabric ready, I'm going to unfold the outer fabric and place the liner fabric inside so that the creases on the bottom line up. And then I'll fold the outer fabric on top of it and kind of give it a little shake to get everything lined up. Now we're going to put our straps in place. I love this project because you kind of do everything all at once. On one side of the bag, working from the inside, I'm going to take the outer fabric, fold the overhang down until it meets the liner fabric. And then you can press it with your iron to get a nice crease. Now we're going to want to make a mark right here where we want our straps to go. So I'm going to grab one of my straps and kind of place it about 4 inches from the edge. 3 to 4 inches from the edge usually works well for the straps. Now I'll use some Wonder Clips to just clip that in place so that I can keep working. Now we're going to fold again, just like that. We can remove the clips at this point and press again. Now I'm going to gently turn the handbag handle back on itself so that it's positioned this way, and then again, grab those clips so that the handle doesn't move. So we've got our handle in place. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side of the bag using those Wonder Clips to make sure this doesn't move. I've got both of my handles attached on both sides, and believe it or not, that's all of the prep work that's required. We're gonna take this to the machine, and before you know it, this tote bag is going to be finished. Now to sew your straps into place, all you want to do is add a straight line of stitching here and then a second straight line of stitching on the bottom. I'll show you how it's done. I'm going to use the edge of my presser foot as a guide. And once you've got that first row of stitching down, go ahead and do the second one just below. When you're done, you'll have 2 rows of stitches, one on the top and one on the bottom, and these will be enough to hold those straps in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to the other side. Our straps are on, but now you can probably notice our bag has a big hole in the side, so we need to fix that. Easy to do. Now we're going to fold it together as you would if it were just, a full bag. And we're gonna do French seams here so that we can hide the raw edges and you won't see any of them. To do that, we're gonna start by stitching down the side on the right side of the fabric. We're gonna use here a 1/2 inch seam allowance, so let's get started. I'm gonna pin everything into place using my Wonder Clips so nothing moves too much. You'll want to back stitch at the beginning and the end of this to make sure everything stays in place. At this point, if you notice any extra fabric hanging off the edge, you can go ahead and trim it away with scissors. Sewn up the edge on both sides, we're going to flip the entire bag inside out and stitch up the sides again. Once you've turned the bag inside out, we're going to sew again right down the sides. Now the only trick here is we want to make sure that these seams get hidden inside of our new seam. So make sure that your seam allowance here is slightly smaller than what your seam allowance will be here. Let's get started and we will be done with this bag. It's so easy. It's so easy. I just finished stitching up the sides from the inside to create those French seams, because now when I turn this inside out, we will have hidden all the ugly seams and we will have made a tote bag just that easily. So cute.